It was a lot of fun though, and I've hung out with like 2 or 3 girls every night so far.
Dude, fuck yeah. Well, see, I was actually talking with Zelly about it the other day. It's actually really good. So you mentioned to me on your way back in that it's like that with a lot of the girls, like you feel like it's so easy to get laid in Vegas. You think the other guys out here think it's really easy to get laid in Vegas? It's like, dude, it's actually a really helpful mindset, honestly. Like the fact that you believe that, you actually should believe that when you go back home. Like girls just want to get laid. That's actually one thing that I'm starting to push with Avery.
That's probably the biggest thing I'm learning on this bootcamp.
He just keeps repeating it.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing all these like advanced tactics. I'm like, motherfucker, like this and this, and Avery's just like, just get laid. They all want to get fucked.
Paul.
Yeah. Paul, loser. Dude, I got
spitting and snot everywhere.
I got so mad at my guys today because like 3 of them were like, they got like, yeah, she's not doing anything today. I'm like, motherfucking went over this. Like time and time again, fucking pull. Like
all of your guys are really attractive.
Yeah. Well, it's not about that.
No, it's not. But it kind of shows you like.
It helps. It helps, but
you can't coast.
If you don't have anything else going for you, it helps. But if you have game, you become what's called the exception to the rule type guy. The exception to the rule type guy is basically like, so things like height, looks, maybe other things like fashion. Like I've gone out like as a fat. So when I was fat, I used to go out and game. I'd wear sweatpants and a white stained T-shirt, and that shit, dude. Like there's an infield of me pulling with Bradicus, making out with a girl with Bradicus.
Yeah.
And I'm fat. If you look at it, nobody ever notices it. My stomach's out here. I pulled a girl back to my place, and this part's definitely not going to YouTube. But we were doing a sex video, and I was like, man, I'm so sexy, and this girl's gonna give me a blowjob. And I had a side angle of it, and I looked at the video later, and my gut was on her forehead as she's giving me a blowjob.
I should definitely go on YouTube.
I was like, but it's like, game actually kind of brainwashes you sometimes, like stupid shit like that. It's like you don't notice the stupid bullshit. You don't notice like when, so me and Avery talk about this. When I don't game, I think I'm ugly. And I start gaming, me and Avery think we get checked out everywhere we go. Like, dude, like if a girl with a boyfriend looks at me, like, quit looking at me. Love your boyfriend. You make me feel bad. But really, she's probably just like, noticing me and whatnot.
There was a girl with 2 guys. I was walking into the casino, and I just like stared right at her eyes, and I saw her go like this.
Yeah, that's submissive.
And then she like.
Sometimes if like
she looked down and then like at my feet to like check me out, and then she looked at me.
Oh, she up and down you. That's really good. That's really good.
I should have approached, but I got nervous.
Dude, I fuck girls. If I fuck girls, like that's like one of the greatest things you could possibly do. Like, so what I'll do is I'll go around, I'll wink at girls, I'll eye fuck them. Like oftentimes, I've actually been approached eye fucking girls in the past.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, quite a bit. I went on a couple dates because I fucked a girl and winked at her. Like there were times.
Was it a nightclub or was it a day game?
One was day game. One was here actually. Another one was over here. I was actually doing this to prove a point with Avery, and then the other one I did it to prove a point with a client. I actually need to do it more often now that I'm saying so loud. That girl, the one that was in the mall over here, I'm like, all right, so I was talking about eye fucking, and I'm like, here, watch. And this hot girl turns the corner, and so I start eye fucking her. And then she stares at me, she double takes me, and then you can't hold eye contact, and then I winked at her. And she fucking blushes, drops her head. Then my client goes, hey, should I go approach her? I'm like, yeah, you should fucking go approach her. He goes approaches her, get her phone number, comes back. Well, she comes back, and she goes, actually, here, I really wanted your phone number, though. Gave her my phone number, went on a date later that day. It was pretty dope. The other girl actually was going up the escalator, came down the escalator, come talk to me. Yeah, because most guys, especially nowadays, guys can't do that because everybody nowadays is soft.
So just the fact that you were strong enough to maintain the eye contact.
Well, who else can do that?
Make a gesture.
It's on a signal. It's like, so, all right, so you hear the way I'm talking to you right now? Watch this, I'm gonna turn it on. So, instantaneously, things start changing up. I change up the tone. I change up the way I'm looking at you, the way I'm talking to you. Slow it down, adding pauses. You also add like more of the cocky vibe underneath, smiling more, but it's not smiling too much because there's an apologetic smile, like
you're not supplicating.
like that's apologetic.
Yeah.
So it's a subtler smile than that, but it's like more like cocky.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Does that feel uncomfortable?
It feels a little bit sexual.
A little bit, yeah. See,
Kind of.
it's.
No,